Good morning, students. Today I'll be dealing with the next topic on inverters, that is three-phase inverters. This is a circuit of a three-phase inverter with a three-phase load, a star-connected resistive load. Here we have a DC source, as you can see here, Vs. We have 6 switches, S1, S3, S5 on the top, S2, S4, S6. Now again the numbering is as per the sequence of their operation, and D1, D3, D5, D2, D4, D6 are the feedback diodes in case the load is a inductive load. Now there are two possible schemes of gating the devices. One is a 180-degree conduction and the other is a 120-degree conduction. Here we have either a 180-degree conduction or we have a 120-degree conduction. I will be dealing with a 180-degree conduction with resistive load. I will be discussing how the circuit works with a 180-degree conduction with a resistive load. Now see, this is the waveforms for a 180-degree conduction. As you can see, these are the gating waveforms for switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the waveform for transistor 1, IG1. Here each interval is of 60 degree. So IG1 is given a signal, given a gating pulse for 180 degree. Here 60, 60, 60, 180 degree. Then here after an interval of another 180 degree, that is a total duration of 360 degree, 180 degree gating pulse is given. Now IG2 after a duration of 60 degree is given a pulse of 180 degree. IG3 again after a duration of 60 degree is given a gating pulse of duration 180 degree, IG4 so on, IG5 so on, and IG6 so on and so forth. So we can see in this particular interval, that is for the first interval 0 to 60 degree, we have the devices which are operating are 1, 5, 6. So here we have 1, 5 and 6. So 1, 5 and 6, what do they signify? 1, 5 and 6 means here you have the positive battery terminal connected to switch 1. That means 1 is on, switch 1 is on, and it is connected to terminal A. That means here you have 1 connected. 1, 5, that means here C is connected, and 6, that means here B is connected, the negative terminal is connected to terminal B. Here if we go to this equivalent circuit, that is A and C are connected to the positive terminal and B is connected to the negative terminal, because 1, 5 and 6 are connected, are turned on in the interval omega t is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to pi by 3. So here the device, here the resistances are RA, RC connected to neutral to the positive terminal of the battery, and to the negative terminal of the battery RB is connected, and it's connected to the to the neutral of the star connected load. Similarly, in the interval 60° to 120°, the devices conducting are 1, 2, and here 6. 1, 2, and 6 means here 1, that means A, here A. 2 means this device, that is the negative terminal is connected to C, negative terminal is connected to C, and 6, that means the negative terminal is also connected to A. That means A and C are connected to the negative terminal and B is connected to the positive terminal. So for the interval pi by 3 to 2 pi by 3, we can see RB and RC are connected to the negative terminal and RA is connected to the positive terminal. So likewise, for each interval, we have 3 devices conducting, and accordingly, we have got the signals, we have got the waveforms for VAN, VBN, and VCN likewise. Now we will go to this equivalent circuit. See, for the interval omega t is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to pi by 3, we have seen that A and C was connected to the positive terminal and B was connected to the negative terminal. Now, RA, RC, RB, we've considered it as a balanced load. All the values of the resistances are equal to R. So if RA and RC are connected in parallel, we will have the resistance equal to R by 2 and RB is in series with the resistance R by 2. So we have an equivalent circuit of 3R by 2. The current flowing through this load will be equal to Vs by 3R by 2. So that gives us 2 Vs by 3R. Now VAN will be equal to VCN, that will be equal to Vs, that is V voltage, that will be equal to this current will divide into two parts, into two branches. So the current divided by 2, so Vs by 2Vs by 3R divided by 2, so that will give us Vs by 3R into R. So I into R, so that will give us Vs by 3. And VBN will be equal to minus of I1 into R, so that gives us minus 2Vs by 3. So what we get is VAN is equal to VCN is equal to Vs by 3 and VBN is equal to minus 2 Vs by 3. So we draw the waveforms of VAN, VCN and VBN and we get a waveform like this for the interval 0 to 60 degree. This is VAN, this is VCN, this is VCN, both equal to Vs by 3 and this is equal to VBN, which is equal to minus 2 Vs by 3. Now in the next interval again similarly, that is for the interval 60 degree to 120 degree, we see that the positive terminal is connected to terminal A and the negative terminal is connected to both B and C, so they are in parallel and we get the values of VAN as 2 Vs by 3 and for VBN and VCN as minus Vs by 3, and we draw the waveforms for the second interval, that is for this particular interval, that is for this interval, for omega t is equal to pi by 3 to omega t is equal to 2 pi by 3, we get VAN is equal to 2 Vs by 3. We get VAN is equal to 2 Vs by 3 here and VBN is equal to VCN is equal to minus Vs by 3. So we have got for this particular interval, VAN is equal to 2 Vs by 3 here, and VBN is equal to VCN is equal to minus 2 Vs by 3. So likewise, for all the intervals, we find the values of VAN, VBN and VCN, and we get a three-phase waveform for the values of the voltages. We get the values of the phase voltages which are displaced from each other by an angle of 120 degrees. See here for VAN, this voltage here, it is starting at this particular point. Now this voltage VBN is delayed by an angle of 120 degree. This is totally a interval of 120 degree. This interval here from here to here, this interval is a delay of 120 degree from this interval, and the same waveform here is repeated here, and there is a delay of 120 degree, and again from this interval to this interval there is a further delay of 120 degree. So we get the phase voltages delayed by 120 degree, and we get a three-phase waveform of VAN, VBN, VCN delayed by 120 degree. And similarly, for the line voltages, we have got the phase voltages VAN, VBN, VCN. For the line voltages, what we have to do, we have to subtract VAN minus VBN, we get VAB. VBC will be equal to VBN minus VCN, and VCN will be equal to VCN minus VAN. We have to do this for each interval, and for each interval we will be getting the line voltages, and for the line voltages also we will see that they will be delayed by an angle of 120 degree, and we will get the line voltages as a three-phase waveform. Here we can see the line voltages VAB here. It is of this type. This is a stepped waveform which we have got. This is a quasi-square waveform, and we have got a waveform like this. Here VBC is delayed again from this point by an angle of 120 degree. Again VCA is delayed from this point by an angle of 120 degree, and we are getting a three-phase waveform. So this is a three-phase inverter in a 180 degree conduction mode. Now there are two types of conduction mode. One is a 180 degree conduction mode, and another is a 120 degree conduction mode. Now there are certain advantages of 120 degree conduction mode over 180 degree conduction mode. Now let us see here. See in this particular, where IG1 is turning off at this particular point, and IG4 is turning on at this particular point. Now IG1 and IG4 are in the same leg. Now if IG1 is turning off and IG4 is turning on, it at the same instant there may be short circuit of this leg, and this particular path may be short circuited. So in order to avoid this, 120 degree conduction is an advantageous over 180 degree conduction in this particular case. So transistor Q4 switches on after pi by 3 period after Q1 is off. Thus any chance of direct short circuit of voltage is avoided in case of 120 degree conduction. Transistors are not paralleled at any instant in case of 120 degree conduction, but there are certain disadvantage in 120 degree conduction, which is that one terminal remains open on DC side and potential is infinite depending on the load characteristics. This is a disadvantage of 120 degree conduction over 180 degree conduction. Now this is a very simple circuit of a three-phase inverter. Hope you have understood what I tried to explain to you. If there is any problem, you can come up with your doubts and post it in the Google Classroom. I will try to explain in the next lecture where I come up with. Thank you.